These are all of the tomatoes that I didn't get to process last year because I was pregnant, and towards the end of the summer I just couldn't handle it. So these have been in my freezer. I just set them out like maybe an hour and a half ago, and they're starting to get thawed. I'm gonna go get the crock pot and we're gonna stick these in here and process them. Crock pot number 3. Is it bad that I have 4 crock pots and I use like all of them all the time? I'm not. Two of them are small ones though. I have 2 big ones and 2 small ones, so that makes a difference. Nice and full. Also nice and full. And fairly full. I'm just gonna turn all of these to low and let them cook low and slow overnight. I'm not gonna have time to process them today, but they were frozen, so it should take a good long time to cook them down, and I will process them tomorrow.
Oh, right there. That mine right there. Mine is the top blue one.
Okay, I'm getting ready to finish my tomatoes. I don't normally look this fancy, but I was doing some hair videos for my Monet this morning. So there's that, but we're gonna put an apron on and finish these tomatoes. I ran them through the mesh strainer this morning. I did get a little clip on that. And then I put them in my largest stock pot, and they have been boiling for 4 hours now, and it has boiled down to less than half, and it's starting to thicken up now, which is exactly where we want it. And so let me show you what we're gonna do from here. This is what it looks like. It was up to about here this morning, so it's boiling down, thickening up. You can see it now. So we're gonna start chopping up some other vegetables and seasoning this and getting ready to can it. I have some minced garlic. This is a jar of dehydrated green peppers. I don't have any fresh green peppers, unfortunately, so we're gonna try to use this time. I have some zucchini powder, which is a little bit weird, but it's just gonna add an extra hint of something and more nutrition. And then I have a huge wad here of some fresh oregano from my garden I'm gonna chop up and throw in there. And then I also have some onions I'm gonna dice up really, really small and put in there as well. First, I'm gonna do the garlic so I can put this back in the fridge. I like a lot of garlic, so we're gonna do a lot. Couple of, I just splattered it everywhere. I need to be careful. Couple of heaping tablespoons. That's 3. We'll start there. Dump in a little bit of that zucchini powder. That was honestly probably an entire zucchini, because this little bitty jar was like 6 zucchinis for this powder. I shredded them, took off some of the moisture, and then put them in my dehydrator for 2 days, I think. And then I ground them up with my Ninja Bullet, and it works great. Just to add a little bit more green, a little bit of something extra to soups, casseroles, marinara, any of it. These are still perfectly crispy. Oh, they smell so good. Oh, I'll show you. also gonna add in a little bit of sugar. Not much. To me, it's just a little bit to taste. And my southern boy husband would have a fit probably if he knew I put sugar in his marinara, but he doesn't complain when he eats it, so. Dried basil is next. I have like third-ish of this jar here, and I'm probably just gonna dump this whole thing in. So there's that. All right, here is my oregano. I'm gonna de-stem it and then really finely chop this. And for those of you who need measurements, I'm sorry, I don't cook with measurements. This is how much oregano I'm gonna use. For some reason, all of my onions have started sprouting and some of them don't look too good. So we're gonna pick apart these 4 onions and see what's usable out of them. No.